All right, guys. Stephen Farrell here with Retail Manager Consulting. Thank you for jumping on this webinar. Many of you are probably just watching this as a recording. This was a webinar I posted on the front page of my website as a bonus, just a show of faith, some education that you can use right now, today, literally after this webinar. You can use this information to make your business better. I truly believe that you can increase your revenue by $10,000 a month using this single concept that I'm going to teach you in the next few minutes during this webinar. So hopefully that's enough for you to stick around and watch. I want to share a number with you. 30 million. 30 million and counting in revenue growth for my clients. I have helped over 130 businesses, individual businesses that are just like you. I have helped them grow their online presence, which has helped them generate leads and turn those leads into actual paying customers. And they have used the very concept that I'm going to teach you right now. So stick around. Let's get started. A lot of businesses make the mistake of gauging their success on Facebook by the amount of likes they have on their page or the amount of likes they're getting on a post that they made. I want you to look at it in a different way. Think about this for a moment. Is the customer going to leave you a good review on Google before they've even stepped into your store and purchased from you? No, they're not. They're not going to engage with you on Google, leave a good review, a 5-star review, if they have not purchased from you, if they haven't had service from you. The same goes with Facebook. People are not going to like your page, like your posts, just because you posted them. Your only posts that you're getting probably right now are from friends and family because they know you, they know your business. If they didn't know you, they wouldn't be liking your page. So you've got to stop quantifying the success or lack thereof on Facebook from your likes. Your likes are going to come after your customers have purchased from you, after they've received service from you, after you've sent them an invite to like and share your page, after the service they receive from you. Does that make sense? Right? It's almost common sense. And I know you've been beating yourself up probably just like I did when I first started my business, trying to figure out how this whole Facebook thing works, how social media works. Before I jump into how you can get $10,000 a month in increased revenue through just spending roughly $100 on Facebook, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, my background, so you have a better idea of, I'm giving away all my slides. You have a better idea of who I am, where I come from, and how I can actually help you. Is that fair? I'll spend just a couple seconds here. I started out a long time ago, 18 years old, fresh out of high school, really wanted to make an impact on the world. I was in sports, so I was healthy, wasn't overweight like I am now. I started what's called the Idaho-Utah inline circuit. I had pros from all around the world compete against each other in these competition circuits. I had a lot of fun doing that for a couple of years. I made a lot of money. But then I moved on and got sucked into sales. I'm sure all of you have been there. I did door-to-door sales. I ran a sales team for ADT and Dish Network and DirecTV through their affiliates. Was very successful at that. I've got a lot of friends that I manage that are now running their own teams and doing really well. AT&T recruited me, ran a store for them. There's only so much you can do in an AT&T store, only so many things you can sell. Quickly got bored of that. Moved on. This is when, video rentals were really popular, when you can actually go to a video store and rent a movie. I ran some Hollywood videos and movie galleries. I ran 4 of them, and I was nicknamed the turnaround man in that organization because the stores I ran were in rough shape, and I was able to turn them around quickly and make them profitable. And that's where Hastings Entertainment came into play. I got recruited by the CEO of Hastings Entertainment to come in and fix the worst stores in the company. They had, I think, 152 stores in the company at that time. And I was asked to literally take on the 2 worst stores in the company. These stores were negative EBITDA, okay? Negative EBITDA over 280,000. It was one store was over negative 280,000. In 6 months, I took that negative number to a positive 140,000 in 6 months because I knew how to manage a team. I knew how to get the best out of my people, and I knew how to get rid of the bad people. I also knew my customers. I understood my customers, their behaviors, their habits. I understood what they were looking for in a shopping experience, and I changed the entire shopping experience there at Hastings in my stores. It was very different in my store than any other store because I wanted to make sure when the customers walked in the door, they had the best experience possible. That's really what it's about today, right? Creating a unique experience for your customers. They want to keep coming back to experience that. That's part of the reason why some of the big box stores have been so successful is because they've created that unique in-store experience. So I went on and took another store that was the worst store, and instead of taking 6 months, it took me 3 months. Some people are trying to figure out how to hire somebody over a 3-month period. I worked 80 hours a week. I spent the first 8 hours of my day working on the business, helping customers, working with my team, and then I took the second 8 hours of the day recruiting, hiring, and training. It was a mess. I was really tired, exhausted, but that's what it took to really turn these stores around and make them profitable. Because of that, I got promoted quickly, obviously, because I was doing such a good job. They wanted to know how I could do this on a larger scale in the company. So I was a national trainer. I trained all the store managers in the company, and I taught them how to really run teams effectively, how to manage people, and how to create a unique in-store experience for their customers. I wrote the merchandising manuals, the time standards. I helped store managers learn retail finance, something that a lot of us here today, small business owners, we have a basic understanding of business finance, but that's about it. That's another video course, by the way, that you guys can take advantage of if you work with me in my agency. I've got a full small business academy, and we have topics such as business finance to help you understand the difference between gross margin and a markup. Like if you want a 50% markup on something versus 50% gross margin, there's a huge difference between the two. I took on the worst district in the company with Hastings, made it extremely profitable, and then that's when I got recruited by a company called Brand Source and helped over 130 businesses individually, almost as a small business advisor. I helped them with digital marketing, helped them with their websites. I helped them with consumer finance, creating a unique in-store experience, helping them with merchandising programs, basically everything that a small business needs to be successful. I helped them with that. And after that, I went on and built my own consulting firm, Retail Manager Consulting. And the original concept was actually just to help store managers and district managers on how to run stores profitably, like I did in my retail career. But it's actually really grown. That original concept has really grown and changed. I have a strong passion of helping individual businesses just like you be successful. And I know the number one way a business can fail is not utilizing digital marketing, not utilizing social media to engage with their customers, to get their customers to purchase from them. And I saw, unfortunately, there's such a disconnect with mom and pop individual stores and the regional stores that are very successful. There was a huge disconnect, a huge gap, and at the end of the day, that gap was the way they reach their customers. The chain stores do a really good job reaching their customers, reaching your customers on a daily basis, and your individual mom and pop stores are not reaching their customers like they should be. So I'm going to share with you, so that's my background, all that boring stuff. I just want you to know where I come from and how I'm going to be able to help you because of my experience. So now, let's move on to the good stuff. Why do the chain stores do so well? What are they doing that's so different from what you're doing today? Why are they reaching your customers every single day, and why are you not reaching your customers? And I get a lot of businesses that tell me, Steven, I don't have a marketing budget like the chain stores. I can't spend millions of dollars a year on digital marketing and advertising and all that. I agree with you. There's no small business that I know that can spend $1 million a year on advertising. Now, some of my larger clients I've worked with spend about $2 million a year, and that's across all platforms, television, radio, and digital marketing. But for the most part, nobody has $1 million advertising budget. You don't need I'll let you in on a little secret. You do not need $1 million advertising budget to compete with the chain stores. The secret is, when it comes to digital marketing, it is literally a level playing field for someone that does $70,000 a year in revenue and a business that does $70 million. The internet doesn't know any better. You could have a 5,000 square foot showroom, but your internet presence is like a 50,000 square foot showroom. That's why this is so important, guys. This is what's going to help you right now. I'm going to level the playing field for you. I'm going to help you compete with the chain stores and the big box retailers and the online retailers. I'm going to give you a resource that you can use today. So, question, why do the chain stores do so well? Well, first things first, email marketing. When you walk into a Home Depot, a Lowe's, a Best Buy, a Mattress Firm, when you walk into a rent-a-center, when you're engaging with their staff and they get you up to the register to help you with your final purchase, what do they ask for? Email. They ask for your email. I come from the corporate side of things. You know, we measured the collecting of emails like it was oxygen. I mean, if your team is not collecting a certain amount of emails, and the number was high, 70% of your interactions you had to collect the email. So think about what you're doing right now. Are you getting 7 out of 10 of your customers' emails? If you are, kudos. But most businesses I work with initially are not doing that. And then after they start working with me, you better believe they're getting 7 out of 10. Some are getting 9 out of 10. But the big box stores know how valuable that email. They build a social profile on every single email. They can track that email with all the different social media accounts, and they can start building a profile on how to reach those customers, not just through email marketing, but through Google, through social media like Facebook, through Pinterest, through YouTube, you name it, they are interacting with your customers. The way I look at it, why the chain stores are so successful is because they are top of mind for your customers. And it's where you need to be. I look at it like the Olympics. You need to be in the top 3 of your customers' top of mind. If you're not in the top 3, it's almost like you don't exist. You could literally be across the street from their house and have your doors open with big signs, but if you're not top of mind for your future customers, you don't exist. Doesn't matter that you have a storefront. And so that's where you need to be on the internet through digital marketing. Our team specializes in this, but it doesn't matter what we do. I'm going to help you be able to do it for yourself. Does that sound like a good idea? You want to be able to do this for yourself? I'm going to teach you step by step just the easiest way to get an extra $10,000 a month. All right, chain stores. They're always in front of your customers on every single platform, every social platform that's out there. You know, I don't know how long this Facebook thing is going to be, a slam dunk, a home run. But right now, it is the single greatest marketing tool available to any business. If you don't know Facebook Ads Manager, you're really missing on a ton of potential business. If it's a stretch for you to grow your business by $10,000 a month, Think about growing your business $100,000 a month. I've seen a business go from literally doing $7,000 a week in sales, which some of you are like, wow, that's great. I'd like to do $7,000 a week. But for this business, that they weren't making ends meet with $7,000. They had a lot of overhead. $7,000 a week was just not enough. They went from doing $7,000 a week to, I kid you not, $70,000 over a weekend, a 3-day sale. They used this method that I'm going to teach you today. Big box stores, the chain stores, they understand their customers' social profile. How many store cards are out there for Home Depot, Best Buy, Lowe's, you name it, Amazon? They know they know your income, they know your credit history, they know where you live, where you've lived in the past, who's been associated on your credit. They know everything about you. Do you think they just, when they collect that information, it just sits on a server and they never open it up? No, no, no. They are using that information within seconds to build a social profile, to use their targeting resources, their targeting software to predict the next purchase you're going to make and send you a coupon in advance to make sure that you actually do buy that product, that based on your prior patterns of purchasing history, you're going to buy this next item and we're going to send you a coupon for it. I read an article about Amazon. They're actually going to, down the road, they're testing this. They're going, based on your purchases, they're going to start sending you your next purchase before you even buy it. It's going to show up on your doorstep, and you'll have the option to accept it and pay for it. It'll just debit your account, or you can just click no on the email notification that you got on the package saying you don't want it, and someone will come and pick it up. Think about that. That's how advanced we have gotten. That's how advanced we are when it comes to targeting our customers and knowing what they're going to purchase next. How do the independents compete against that? I'm here to tell you, you can. That same software that the chain stores are using, you can have access to. I use it in my agency. I use it to help my clients. Laser focused on the results. I've consulted store managers across every industry, and I've got a guy in Idaho, runs a Home Depot, and he says, if I don't hit my sales for the day in any particular department, I'm showing up on this big dashboard, I'm in the red, and all my peers are in the yellow or the green, and I'm getting an email from my district manager asking me why I'm in the red and what is my step-by-step action plan to get back in the green by tomorrow. Think about the amount of pressure these chains, I know you don't feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for them either, but think about the amount of pressure. If you had a 24-hour live dashboard ranking you against all the other stores in the chain, ranking you against your peers on all these key performance indicators, do you think you're going to want to be that guy that's in the red? No. No. If you want to be that guy that's got to send action plans to their boss every day, no. So they do whatever it takes. They are laser focused on the results to make sure they hit their revenue goal in every department, no matter what. No matter what. That's how they train these managers. And then the managers train their team to respond the same way. Like, hey, you don't want us to be in the red, do you? I don't want to have to write you up because we're in the red. Another reason why these chain stores are just, for good or bad, they're driving a lot of revenue. And we can learn a lot from the chain stores, right? How laser focused are we on the results? You know, when you're just focused on just taking care of your customers, service issues, payroll, things like that, you know, you just, sometimes the numbers get lost there. And then at the end of the week, you realize you didn't make enough money to cover your bills. And now all you're doing is thinking about that money and how you're going to take care of your family and your employees' families. It's a tough situation. I'm going to give you some resources that are free in this webinar that can really help you just drive an extra 10 grand a month, 10 grand a week. Sometimes, you know, just depends on how often you run this. It can be a week, it can be 10 grand a month, and really help you take care of your business. Another advantage, chain stores, because of these dashboards that they've created, that they've programmed, they are changing their marketing strategy literally live. Like as soon as they see that one social media post is not performing as to the standards that they've set based on the thousands of posts they've done before, they're analyzing it. They're seeing if it's the copyright, if it's the image, if it's the offer, and they're making a change immediately. They've got every chain out there has a marketing team, and it's anywhere from 4 to 20 people that are making these changes. Again, this is why they are so successful. You need a marketing team behind you that's changing your strategy. Instead of, when they're spending $1,000 on an ad and it's not performing to their standards, think they want to spend another $1,000 the next hour? No. They're going to make the change so they can save some money and drive some more revenue. You following me so far? All right. Here's something that one of my clients, I asked him what's the biggest challenge he's facing today? And he said it was customer traffic, like all of us, right? Customer traffic. I said, why? Why do you think that is? And I get a lot of businesses that tell me they blame everything. It's the economy, it's the consumer confidence, it was the election, it's this, it's that. I've got too many competitors down the street. Online is just killing me. The list goes on. I don't have the best employees in my store. But one of my clients said, I really don't know, Stephen, but I'll tell you this. If they just knew our story, if they knew how well we took care of our customers, if they knew the sacrifices that went behind the scenes to really take care of that customer, I'll slash my margins down to where I don't even make a profit just so I can make that sell, so I can compete with the online prices. If they knew that, they would shop from me. Because customers care, right? They want to know your story. They want to know you. They want to know your business, where you came from. If they knew that, they would buy from you because it sets you apart from the chain stores. The chain stores have done a good job creating a unique in-store experience, but that's their story. That's their unique experience. But your story is a lot more unique. Where you came from, how you came from nothing, how you put everything on the line. You put money on the table that you didn't have. You signed the dotted line to build your business. Customers want to know that because they can relate. Everybody relates to the American dream. Somebody that came from nothing, built their business, and really was successful. And even those, and we can relate even more to those that are in the grind right now, that are not successful yet, but they're working day in and day out, working those 18-hour days to be successful. Customers want to relate to that. They want to know your story. And that's why social media is so effective. That's where we get lost. We just want to promote. We just want to, every post we do, 50% off sale, 75% off sale, liquidation sale, 3-day sale, weekend sale, sell. And you lose your customers base, your potential customers, because customers don't want to be sold to, right? Unless they're really in the market at that time for your product and the big box stores weren't already in front of them, then maybe they're coming in your store. You need to be telling your story on social media. You need to be connecting with your customer base. And you need to understand who your customer base is. We're going to help you with that. All right, moving on. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So, what can you do to get 1,000 customers to give you their name and their email? What could you do? And to do it for only $100. What's the value of 1,000 leads to you? Can you put a number on that? If you had 1,000 customers walk in your door today, could you even handle 1,000 customers? How many customers would walk out? Probably more than half, I would imagine, maybe 3/4, because that's just blown up on a scale that's hard to imagine. So what if we could get you 1,000 customers online to give you their email, to give you their name, maybe even their phone number? In exchange, you're going to raffle off something of a huge scale that it was a no-brainer for me as your future customer to give you my contact information and then to let you market to me going forward. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about a mega giveaway. What do you have in your store? I'm not talking about a nightstand. I'm not talking about a fidget spinner, which I'm playing around with right now. That was a genius idea, whoever invented that. I'm talking about something that would cause any potential customer to give you their email, their phone number, their name, to opt in, to be marketed to. What would be that giveaway? What would be so valuable? I'd say, if you can, pause this webinar and start doing some brainstorming. Write down 20 to 25 ideas of things that you could give away that almost anybody would give you their contact information, be willing to be marketed to because of this giveaway. Something big. Maybe if you're in the home furnishings industry, maybe it's a mattress set or a 3-piece living room set or a dining room set. Maybe if you're selling TVs, maybe it's a TV sound bar and wall mount. It's got to be something big. You got to brainstorm. And also know that your suppliers that you buy from, if you presented this information to them, 9 times out of 10, they're actually going to comp you for the cost of that giveaway. So utilize your suppliers. Some of you watching this webinar may not be able to do that, but most of you should be able to utilize your suppliers, your vendors that you buy from, and have them be willing to comp you the cost of that giveaway. Because you're going to tell them, hey, I'm going to generate tons of sales off of this, going to get a lot of consumer engagement on your brand. I'm going to be using Facebook. Please comp me on the cost of this giveaway. And if it's a success, which it will be if you execute it properly, they're going to be asking you, hey, when are you going to do that next giveaway, Steven? I'd like to participate in it. That was your orders doubled after that giveaway, so we'll do it again for you. We'll do it anytime you want. So what is the mega giveaway? What is your mega giveaway? Write it down. Talk to your customers. Talk to your friends and family. Find out what it is. Let's make it happen. Step 2, design your Facebook post in Canva. It's free and it's easy. Most of you do not have a degree in marketing. Most of you don't use Photoshop or know what Photoshop is. Some of you do, but like me, I used to be an expert in Photoshop. I just killed it, and then I didn't use it for like 6 years, and then I didn't even know how to open it up. I had to go through advanced training to get back up to speed on Photoshop. You don't need a degree in Photoshop to make a very attractive looking Facebook post. You ever wonder why your competition's Facebook posts are driving sales? It's because they're giving they're catching your customer's attention. They're giving them a reason to respond to that post, and we're going to help you with that. By the way, if you're gauging your Facebook posts on the reactions, I think we already talked about this before, but stop making it a priority to get likes on your Facebook page. You don't need to make it a priority. If you're marketing to your customers effectively, all it really matters is that they're coming into your store and purchasing from you. The likes are going to come later. All right, so I'm going to show you real quick how to use canva.com. It's really easy. Let me just type it in here, canva.com. Just to give you an idea, I won't spend too much time on this. There are online tutorials for Canva on the website. Very easy to use. But check this out. And this is free, by the way. It's got preloaded templates. You want to do a Facebook post. That's what we're talking about today. A Twitter post. Social media. We're going to do a Facebook post. All right. So it's got some basic layouts that you could use here. We're not going to use any of those, but you might find some that you like. Some of these are paid. We're going to make our own. I'm going to go to Elements here. I'm going to click on a grid. I'm going to make a grid of photos. How many photos do I want on the post? Let's see here. Let's do 4 images. Okay. 4 images. Look at that. Click on uploads. You can just upload your own images from your computer. So take lots of fancy photos in your store. Here's some of my photos. I've already uploaded a few here. So we're going to do, just because I was helping somebody with appliances the other day, just drag and drop. I'm just showing them as an example. Look at this, guys. How easy was that? Literally just dragged 4 images. It already looks great, but we're not done. I'm going to go back to my elements here, unclick the grid. I'm going to make a fancy. Look at all these different designs. I'll do something simple, just 3 bars. All right, just drag and drop this. Boom. Now, if I wanted a different color, just go to this color scheme here. Yellow. I think I'm going to stick with that blue. That looks pretty sharp. You could, change the color to fit your logos, your design, your branding. I'm going to go click on shapes here. You've got starbursts. You can do, hey, everything's on sale. Little badges. I'm going to do something just real simple because we're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to put this big circle here. And I'm going to shrink that down to size here. All right, I'm going to change the color because white doesn't really work. Let's keep it that same blue. I like that blue. I'm going to unclick shapes. I'm going to go over here to text, add a headline. Look at that. Free giveaway. Woo! I can't even type here. Giveaway. Drag this up here, shrink it down. Free giveaway. I could do free, I don't know if this is LG or GE. Let's do LG, electric, range. If I can spell, range. Giveaway, all right. See how easy that was? And this is just the image. I could spend, this took me literally like, what was this, 120 seconds. I could definitely make this more professional looking. I use different text ideas here. When it comes to like images, I could add my store logo. We'll do, maybe this is let's just put LG here. I don't know if it's an LG or not. Maybe it's Electrolux, but just to give you an example. Oops. No, undo. Wow. All right. Let's bring this back here. Okay. And then I can just download it. You can pick the file format. PNG is recommended just for size for Facebook. Hit download. Saving it. And it's ready. Now it's going to give you the option to post that. We don't want to post that image yet because that's just the image going inside of our post. We still want to put the text above the image, giving somebody a call to action, linking them to a landing page to get their customer info in there. So we'll leave that alone. But that was just downloaded to my downloads folder, and I can just go and grab it. All right, so that's the first step. It's just designing your image. Now you might just use a stock image that you have and just upload it into your post, but if you can have some sort of starburst, some sort of badge, or something a little bit more to your image than just a picture of something, I tell you, your engagement goes up by like 70%. It's a night and day difference. You want that engagement. You want to give your customers a reason to stop, look at your post, and interact with your post. Next step. Now that you've created a fancy image with no Photoshop degree, how do you collect the customer data once you've made the post on Facebook? Well, you need a software, an online software that can collect the data for you and mark it for you. Make it all systematic. So there's 2 resources I really recommend. WooBox.com is one of them. There is a free version of WooBox, but if you pay $30 a month, it really unlocks everything you need. And it can walk you step by step to creating this sweepstakes offer. Super easy to use. Check it out. Another program I really like, it's Facebook friendly, is a program called Active Campaign. You go to activecampaign.com, and you can also build all your customer forms. So if you want, when the customer clicks on, enters a sweepstakes, it sends them to a landing page that has the sweepstakes information, and then a couple boxes you generate, enter your name and email and hit submit. Now you've got that customer's data, you've got 1,000 emails, and the really neat thing is you can use WooBox or Active Campaign to start sending emails out to those customers immediately. So the first emails I would send after they enter the sweepstakes is, thank you for entering the sweepstakes. We're going to announce the winner live on Facebook on Monday at 5 p.m. Here's a link to our Facebook page. Please like and share. By the way, if your friends and family haven't entered, make sure they do. Send this link to them, and it's the link of your post. You can do that all within the email. And you can actually track, if you had 1,000 opt-ins, it'll actually tell you how many people opened up that email, how many people haven't opened up the email. And you can just tell the system to email everyone that has not opened up the email in the last 48 hours to send them a reminder. And you're going to send them another email saying, hey, I noticed you hadn't opened up the last email. We are doing the sweepstakes on Monday. Please like and share our page, and we hope you win. It's really neat. Both of these resources can do that for you. Then you can send all those opt-ins an email 24 hours before drawing the sweepstakes, right? So, hey, 24 hours, we're going to do the live drawing. If you have some friends and family that haven't entered, get them to enter now. Here's the link. Share it. Send it to your friends. And then an hour before you actually go live on Facebook, if that's the way you choose, I recommend you do live drawing. It's just, you get a lot of engagement, and you get tons of people on your Facebook page at once, interacting, making comments, really build some brand recognition. So you can send that email an hour before, and then even send an email a minute before. So here's where I want to pause for a second. The point of the sweepstakes is not just for someone to win a really big giveaway, okay? That's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just what's on the surface to your customers, right? They're all really excited. They all want to win. But the whole purpose of doing the sweepstakes is not to give away something. It's to get qualified customers, build up an email list. Going back to why the chain stores are so successful, they have these large email lists that they're building that customer data on so they can remarket to your customers. We find on average a customer needs 7 impressions of your brand, of your product, before they purchase from you. 7. Think about that for a minute. 7 impressions, 7 interactions. So this is just your first interaction, right, with just the sweepstakes. You got to start emailing and marketing to them. So here's what you do. You go live on Facebook, you do a giveaway, lots of fun, generate lots of excitement, make it a big deal, and then all the 999 people that didn't win, you want to make them feel like a winner. So you're going to build a really aggressive offer where you barely squeak out, 15% margin on the deal, but you're going to say, hey, John Smith won. We're so excited for him, but look, all of you guys are winners too. On that same product you were offering to raffle off, you're going to say, you can get it at employee price, which is cost plus 10%. Or you can do, you're going to get 75% off retail, whatever you want, however you want to work out the margins. But it's got to be at such a good deal that they feel like they still won. Like, wow, I didn't win it for free, but I pretty much, got it at cost. So I'm happy with that. And that's where the $10,000 in sales happens. Could you imagine if just 50% of those 1,000 people bought that giveaway at 15% margin? That's the $10,000 in sales that I'm talking about. Some of my clients are doing $30,000. Some are doing $70,000 with these giveaways. They're just generating so much excitement around it. And people are like, man, I didn't win, but I can get this at a killer deal. I can get it at employee cost. So, well, that's worth it. That's what you need to do. That's how you make that 10 grand or more, depending on the average ticket size of this product. What if only 10% buy? 10%, 100 customers out of 1,000. You still think you're going to make that 10 grand? I think you'll get pretty close to it. So that's the second step here. Is you've got first step is the giveaway. Second step is giving an incredible offer where you're only making 10-15% margin on it. The third now is you continue to remarket to that new customer base. You are now getting in front of your customers every single day. You might do daily email or weekly email. These resources, WooBox and Active Campaign, holds that customer data for you so you can remarket. They've got email templates where you can drag and drop your images and your text. It's really easy. And now you can start marketing to your customers, sending them offers, engaging with them on blog posts and education and things like that. But now you've got 1,000 people you're going to market to on a regular basis. Make sense? You guys, are you guys excited about this? Are you excited as I am? Man, when I show my clients this, it's just like it's like a fire hose in their mouth. They just cannot believe how simple this is, and why have they not been doing this? They've been missing out on $10,000 a month or more on sales, and it's almost cost them nothing. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what you can do right now in your business, and you don't have to hire me to do it. You can do it yourself. I skipped these steps here, but it just shows you, the text. Here's a Facebook post I was building. Hey, we're giving a free Electrolux giveaway, blah, blah, blah. Something that really grabs, you want the copyright above your image to really grab your customers, give them a reason to enter. Here's an actual, when I was building the post, you can see you get the publish button here. Here's something that's really important that I haven't covered yet. Are you boosting your images on the front end? A colleague of mine, he told me once, boosting your post on the front end is like throwing your money down a toilet. You're really not doing your business any good if you're hitting that boost button on the front of the image. You guys know what I'm talking about? Where it says publish here, after you hit publish, there's a little boost button. It says, hey, reach 5,000 people for $5. Do not give in to that. Do not. Facebook loves that because you're just throwing money at them and you're not getting any results. You've probably figured that out by now if you've already done it. Wow, I didn't get anything from that. No sales came in. You're absolutely right. Boost it on the back end in Ads Manager, facebook.com/Ads Manager. This is where you can go after your target demographic. You could literally, if you've got a competitor down the street that's just killing it, you could literally target their Facebook fans. Let's just say they've got 10,000 fans. Well, every time you make a post on Facebook, you can make it so those 10,000 fans see your post. Did you know you could do that? I can't show it to you here because that's just a whole nother webinar that I do. It's a whole education series. But if you just do a YouTube search, how to target your competitors' fans on Facebook, there's literally like 100 videos on it. It's super simple. Do that after this webinar. You're going to thank me for it. The next step to that is you can actually take their fans and look at their audience. What are their age demographics? 75% female, ages 25 to 45, with a median income of $55,000. These are the things you can figure out using the Ads Manager. And then when you're doing Facebook posts, now that you know what your target audience is, you could literally just put, I only want to target females ages 25 to 45, making between $40,000 and $70,000. Boom, you're very specific now. Now you're going after the right target audience. You're not wasting money on maybe the 18-year-old kid that's not purchasing from you. Everyone's demographics is different, but if you look at the chain stores demographics, which you can on Facebook, if you have similar products to what the chain stores are offering or the online retailers, you can find their audience. You can go through their demographics, what's working for them. Why try to reinvent the wheel? Why not just go after the same audience? They're your audience too. You can do that in Ads Manager. You can find out what your competition's doing. You can find out who their audience is, and now you can target them. That's my clients. That's what makes them successful. It's not, reinventing the wheel and just doing a post that I'm just going to hit, I'm just going to post to everybody. I just want to make sure everyone sees my post. No, 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 no. You only want qualified buyers to see your post. That is how you save money on your digital marketing campaigns. Instead of doing a $100 post that targets everybody in your market, no. Do a $35 post that targets only qualified customers, only customers that fits your demographics. Make sense? I hope so. Step 8, rinse and repeat with fresh new offers. Guys, this is going to work for you if you execute it correctly. You're going to want to do it again and again and again and again because you're going to continue to build your email list. You're going to continue to build brand awareness. You're going to continue to drive customer traffic into your store, customers that are going to buy from you. Rinse and repeat. If you have kids like me, you can relate to that image there. I've got a 2-year-old boy, and he just gets into everything. He thinks he's Superman. You may do an offer once a month. You may do it once every 3 months. You may do it once a week. You've really got to figure out how your audience is responding to it. I don't like to flood the market with too many offers because, then you lose the urgency. It's kind of like they see the offer every week and they're like, well, I don't have to do it this week. Maybe I'll do it next week's offer or the week after that. So I recommend once a month. That's a good number that works for my clients, works for me personally. Once a month, give away a free offer that's really enticing, that gives customers a reason to give you their information. Okay. Wasn't that easy? Are you guys just freaking pumped now? I'm sure you've already paused this webinar and you're jumping on the internet and doing searches and trying to figure this stuff out. I hope this helps you. I really, you don't have to hire me. If you run with this and it's a big success, all I ask is you send me an email and say, Steven, this was freaking fantastic. I grew my business by $20,000 a month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I want. I just want testimonials. I want thank yous. Now, if you're still unsure if you can do this yourself, maybe you're not as tech savvy as the guy next to you, I can help you. I absolutely can help you. We can do a special package just for you that involves just doing a sweepstakes. It's going to cost you more than that $100. We're going to be 10% of probably what you make in revenue. It's going to cost you $1,000 to hire us to do the sweepstakes, but we will do it. We will build you a step-by-step plan. We will build out your audience, your target audience, tell you how many people are in your target audience and how many times you're going to have to be in front of them and how much that's going to cost you. It's not as much as you think it is. Facebook is one of the cheapest forms of advertising. We can also do it on YouTube. YouTube is literally the cheapest form of advertising right now out of all the social media platforms. Now, just to give you, if you're still in the webinar, I'm going to go through my business and what we can do for you. So if you're one of those guys, if you're a business that still you want help with social media, you want to be the top 3 of the top of mind of your customers, we can help you that. We can literally get you there within 30 days. Who we are, we've built the most elite go-to marketing agency for small business development, businesses just like you, to help you get real results. I've helped small and large businesses alike, businesses that are doing $70,000, businesses that are doing $50 million a year. We help them realize their revenue potential with our tested process and customer-focused programs. Remember, that's why I was so successful in my corporate career. I understood customers' behaviors and what it took to get them into our stores. What we do for you, we build a marketing plan designed around your revenue goals. We help you become a brand authority for your market. Step 1 of that is we do a business audit of your brands, your goals, your objectives. We look at your customer data, all analytics to create an action report after conducting a thorough discovery analysis. Then we make real-time changes to collaborate and adjust the positioning of your brand, your content, your ads. We make sure the message is really reaching your customers. We're consistently optimizing in real time on all fronts to optimize all actions for conversions. Step 3, we take that action plan and we build a step-by-step process to help you accomplish the list of objectives with the intention of expanding your brand, generating leads, and converting those leads into customers. That's the most important for me and my clients. Stephen, you can do all the stuff you want on Facebook and social media and YouTube and Pinterest, but if I'm not getting customers in the door, it means nothing to me. I agree with you 100%. My agency agrees with you 100%. We want to make sure those leads are converting into customers. How do we do it? We talked about this a little bit. We build a step-by-step action plan. You know, if you don't have an actual roadmap to get there, you know, how the heck are you going to get there? We build that roadmap. We put a plan together after we audit your business internally and externally. We'll come into your store. We'll see what you're doing in your store and make some recommendations on, you know, if maybe, you know, after we've generated traffic and they're not converting into leads, maybe there's a problem with inside the store. I'm a merchandising expert. I've built planograms, time standards. You know, I've got this merchandising book that's literally like 150 pages of planograms that I've built. We're going to help you accomplish your goals. We're going to do it together. We're going to define a timeline that's going to get you there. How we do it, step 2, we take action and start increasing your brand equity, expanding your brand presence, driving you leads, sales, and recurring customers. We do this through a combination of services including social media management, content creation and distribution, influence marketing, PR, landing pages, website creation, marketing automation, such as we just talked about with ActiveCampaign. A great system I use is ClickFunnels as well. Digital marketing, retargeting, email marketing, SMS, text messaging, marketing, analytic reporting, and more. And then step 3, we make real-time changes with the data generated from our action together to optimize actions for more success. We believe in real-time adjustments, just like the chain stores. We believe in making those same real-time adjustments on your ad campaigns. It is the key to digital marketing success. Why should you care? Average to above average small businesses generating between $100,000 a year and $1 million in revenue are spending up to 60% of their advertising budget on digital marketing. I believe that number needs to be at 80%, but we got to start somewhere, right? 60% is more you know, workable in the beginning. Reoccurring revenue potential, you are missing out immensely. Retargeting your customers over and over to come back and purchase from you, just like the chain stores do. You need to be in front of your customers an average of 7 times before they decide to purchase from you. How are you doing that now? We're going to help you do that. Online presence, just like the Olympics. Are you in the top 3 of the top of mind? Who remembers who won 5th place? I sure don't. I'd rather remember silver and bronze. We're going to help. The digital world is a level playing field if you know how to work it right. We're going to help you be in the top 3. Do it for the impact you can create for others, for your business, for your, you know, think of all the employees that are out there that you should have hired. You know, your business should be at the level that you imagined it when you first opened your doors. All those families that you haven't been able to help yet because your business is not thriving. You know, there's real people out there that you can make a difference in their lives because of your leadership ability, because of your skills, because of your personality. You really do. You know, you probably underestimate the ability you have to make a difference in people's lives. It's almost like a responsibility to make your business successful because there's a lot of people out there that need your help, need your leadership. It's your responsibility. I truly believe that. Why should you care? You need a go-to-marketing strategy that is forward-thinking and always evolving. All right, so you're probably wondering, how do we get started, Stephen? We start by auditing your business internally and externally. We create an action plan. This is called a discovery analysis. We can't just go in your business and say, hey, this is what you need to do on social media. This is what you need to do in your store, and that's it. No. Every business is different. Every business has a unique audience. Every business is different, the way they run their internal operations, the way they handle customers. We're going to do a discovery analysis to find out what you're doing right now that's hurting your business, what you're doing that's helping your business, and how we're going to fill in the gaps for you. Once that action plan is created, we attach a timeline, very important, and then we assess what you can handle internally and keep your team and versus your team and resources versus what we can handle with our team and our expert staff. We start taking action to complete this action strategy created with an intention of driving you results, brand equity, awareness, authority, leads, and sales. Fill out the form below this video. If you're interested, I am discounting this for you. Normally, I charge 10 grand. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, black and white. $10,000 for me to come in and audit your business like a consultant would. I am a business consultant. I'm going to audit your business to find out how we're going to make you more profitable, and then we're going to build an action plan, and we're going to execute that action plan. I charge $10,000 for that, and that includes 1 month of digital marketing, social media management. For you, you're going to get it at this incredibly discounted price right now. You're going to get it for what most of my clients are paying just for social media. You're going to get all of this for that price. Fill out the information below. Our team will be in touch with you right away. We'll get started right away. Let's help you achieve that vision that you first aspired to when you were opening your business. That vision of success. Let us make that a real practical reality for you. Click on the link below. You can also send me an email if you have more questions. Steven@retailmanagerconsulting.com. That's Steven@retailmanagerconsulting.com. You can text or call me 208-406-4187. I thank you for being on today's webinar. If anything, take these concepts that you learn, blow up your business, get an additional $10,000 in sales, send me an email, let me know how successful it was so I can add it to my case studies and testimonials. And I hope I can work with you if you need the help. Some people don't need the help, and that's great. Kudos to you. But if you need the help, let's get you started. Let's make this happen. Let's make your dreams a reality. And thanks for watching.